there's more with Lloyd, like talking to the camera and everything.
Yeah.
But no, I like having Z around. He's a good guy to have around. Water polo guy. That's how we met Storm.
Yeah, Storm. So Storm's he's a self-proclaimed pirate. So he says he doesn't get along with everybody, which listen, that could have some ripple effects here. Especially with Reagan, who's pretty, I guess, like, I don't know, strong-willed. So maybe they butt heads. We'll see. But listen, I just hope that Storm, being Z's friend, can hold his liquor a little bit better than Z.
I bet you Storm can.
I think he could. I think the guy drinks a bottle of rum every day.
He's had a mustache since he was 13. Yeah, I feel like Storm can drink us all. Yeah.
Yeah. Sean, fact for you, I'm growing a mustache out for the first time in my life. 33, I think. And I don't know if it was Storm or other people historically, but just growing it out. Why not?
It kind of suits you, man.
Thank
you. We'll see what our YouTube audience has to say, but I'm kind of pro it though so far. Yeah.
Yeah. It's in early stages, so let's give me a couple more weeks before we judge it. Sean, all right, let's go into interior here. We've got Natasha. I'm gonna have an entire season not being able to figure these girls out. But Natasha's our chief stew. And listen, we're going to go into some details on her, but I think I'm pro Natasha at this point.
I am too. Seems very nice, like a great boss, kind of like Kitty on Med season last year. Really hard worker. Everyone likes working with her. Smiles a lot. It's probably a good thing in the service industry, right? I mean, I don't. Here's the thing, though. Is she a main character? I'm not sure yet.
So here's my fear, Sean. I have a fear that Natasha and Dave are going to become a thing. They obviously have a history and they're rooming together. So my big fear is that Natasha and Dave just like go to bed early every night. And now you have two department heads just like going to bed early. And that kind of kills the vibe because, partying with I use these terms loosely, but we always used to refer to Gary and Daisy as like mom and dad of the boat.
Yeah.
It always made it more fun, right? Oh, if they're still partying, then we could still party.
Yeah, right.
But if Natasha and Dave kind of call it quits early, that's setting the tone for everybody else. So listen, I know it's really early. There's nothing to suggest that that's going to happen, but if I did have trepidations, it's that 100%.
Yeah, but like what tone is Reagan going to set? I can't wait for that. I can't wait for the first night out with her.
Yeah, the girl's a firecracker, and I can't wait to support her.
Yeah, but Natasha seems cool.
She does. I think she's a good department head. She definitely seems like she likes to have fun. I think she was quote unquote focusing on me while also making the decision to room with Dave. So Natasha, I see you. You're not getting away with that one. You're focusing on me while picking your very good looking chef friend as your roomie.
I think that's what she means. Like, I'm focusing on myself by hooking up with this guy. Right? Yeah. I mean, that's like, yeah. Who knows what girls mean when they say that?
I'm focusing on me hooking up with somebody. That's exactly what she meant. All right. Now, Sean, let's get into her doppelganger, Natalia. I will tell you, whoever is the hiring manager for Below Deck Med has a type because these two are damn near twins.
Yeah. Where's Natalia from? Is she from Australia?
It sounds like it. That or New Zealand.
Oh, maybe. They all blend together. John, if you were at a bar, who would you go up to first, Natalia or Natasha? If you were single,
I'd be worried that I had too many drinks and I was seeing double.
Yeah, I think I'm going Natalia.
I mean, one of them wears glasses, one of them doesn't. Obviously, they're two separate women with two separate identities. I'm not being misogynistic here. I'm just saying they look very similar.
And they both have English, like speaking country accents.
Yeah. So
that sounds similar too, but I think Natalia is from a different country than Natasha. I'm
yeah.
basing that off of nothing though.
Now, Sean, here's a power move that I would do if I was on the boat. Not power over other people, just a general power move, right? So if I'm on the boat and I'm a charter guest, I go up to Natasha and I'd say, "Hey, is it okay if I call you Nat?" Right?
Ooh,
And
yeah.
then separately, I go up to Natalia and I say, "Hey, is it okay if I call you Nat?" Now, no matter how many drinks I've had, I can just say, "Hey, Nat,
Hey,
can you get me this? Can you help me with this? Can you assist me with this?" And I can't get it wrong. I'm not going to be calling Natalia Natasha. I'm not going to be calling Natasha Natalia. I think it's a foolproof plan. Now, if they don't want to be called that, that's fine. I respect their wishes, but it would make like life a heck of a lot easier.
someone should offer it. Someone a nickname like kind of needs to happen. Like
Well,
Natty, Nats,
Natasha is she goes by Tasha or Tosh.
Tosh. There we go.
Tosh. Yeah. So I did
Like
hear
Tosh Point out. Remember that guy? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So Dave did call her Tosh, and then she responded. She called herself Tasha.
Okay.
I don't know, Tasha at some point. So, but no, honestly, heck, it's a good looking crew. So,
yeah, they need to address the rest of the crew though and be like, all right, I'm Tasha, that's Nat.
Or they just go by their different names. But no, I get it. Let's get into the last, but not least. We've got also seconds to Kyle.
Oh, great moment there.
Yeah. So Kyle's, did he say that he's been chief stew on other boats for like 3 years?
For 4 years.
For 4 years. So they're just co-second stews at this point, right? Which is like, we're lifting all boats at this point.
So if you're Kyle, do you take this job because you're like, I want to be on TV, or I want an easy season? Camera, Sean. Yeah.
He's there for the camera. It's really good tips. And I think he's there for the camera, which there's nothing wrong with that at all.
Exactly. Yeah.
Listen, there are people who go on the show to be there to be on camera, to, 8 months from now, be an influencer on Instagram. And there's nothing wrong with that if they're a hard worker and they're good to be on the show. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's when you have people. So Kyle seems to be all about service and working hard. Damn, I love having this guy on the show. He's great in front of the camera, both in the interview and with the guests. So I think the guy's a home run.
Yeah. And also it's probably fun for him because he's used to having like a lot more pressure on him. So he can kind of just go there and have fun, just doing like second stew stuff and then, party with the crew. And I don't know. Yeah. Like there's less pressure on him than usual.
Yeah.
At his job, right?
Candidly, I feel like Natasha's going to have a generally pretty easy season because I think she's got 2 really good stews under her. Now,
she did say though, she's used to like a interior crew of like 6 or 7 where she's on literally just boats, delegating. Yeah.
So I don't know. Here's an interesting thing. And I guess I look at it from like the last like 4 chief stews that we've had. I feel like they all say that they've had like 10 stews under them in previous jobs. How big are these boats where like this is a really big super yacht and you have 2 stews under you and yet other ones you have 10? Is it just maybe there's more guests or something? I mean, a freaking Carnival cruise, I feel like you need 10 stews.
I bet you. Yeah, they're probably used to overstepping, but because of like the camera crew being there and everything, you have to kind of limit the amount of people on the boat.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, but the camera crew doesn't sleep on the boat though. So that I'm not. Maybe it's probably better for the show though, like understaff it a little bit. That way, because you have too many people, the storylines are gonna be a little bit like confusing, or now everyone's gonna get like enough shine.
I think if you put 2 more people on this show, it becomes Summer House.
Yeah, right.
Where there's just like there's too many people in that show.
Yeah, moving in and out. So maybe they understaff it a little bit, but they kind of hire better people.
Yeah.
Interior wise, at least. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Kyle's great. I look at here, it kind of opened up about where he's from, and
he's from South Africa. I know that.
Yeah, so he mentioned it was kind of it's tough to be a homosexual in South Africa. It's not as openly approved of, I guess, when he was growing up. So he always mentioned, he's like, oh, I kind of want to be the one everyone looks at, and he's like, oh, there's the funny guy or something like that. So he's definitely really funny. So I like him here. He's a good addition.
I have high hopes for him. Yeah. Yes, I think he's gonna be a natural.
He made me laugh a couple times when he was like in the interview. So that's usually a good, that if you can make me laugh when you're doing like your interview, that's usually pretty good.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, Sean, do you want to get into the charter guest and a little bit about the episode?
Yeah. Did you catch his name? I know he's in advertising.
It's Billy. Billy, the LA madman.
Yeah. That was Don Draper used to go to Los Angeles like once a season.
Yeah, like not tell his work he was going there also.
Yeah, and just disappear. Yeah, those were good episodes, actually.
Yeah, I did like those. So
he's a modern day Draper, though. Yeah.
Yeah. So let's get into Billy. So I will say he's a little much so far. He's not having much luck with his preference sheet. So Sean, I don't know. I didn't realize you could cook beef with cinnamon, but I'm sure it tastes great. But Billy, for the first lunch, said he had cinnamon on his preference sheet, that he didn't like it. Turns out it wasn't on there. But the chef mentioned like the first lunch sets the tone. And so he might be in trouble the entire episode here.
Yeah, he didn't like the octopus either.
Which, how do you not like octopus, man? That is like... Octopus, I think, is one of the best tasting
from
things.
The Mediterranean. I
know.
Yeah. I like one thing. Chef Dave doesn't follow recipes. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like he just like knows the components that every dish needs and just goes for it. Yeah, no, Billy's too much, man. I know that he's good. Like he's very drunk. When he's drunk, he's very emotional. But the no cinnamon thing, it's like there's no way he put that on his preference sheet. I knew that from the start. No one who doesn't like cinnamon, by the way.
Yep.
So just all big goods are out the window for him.
That's true, man. Cinnamon's a nice little. I don't like things that are like Cinnabons. They have like a ton of cinnamon on it. Maybe that's not me. But I like biting into something and then being pleasantly surprised when I find out that there's a little bit of cinnamon in there.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, Billy was really offended by that. And then, we got to him and Reagan, though. That was amazing.
Oh, yeah. So, Sean, get into this a little bit. I feel like I watched it and I didn't get it. Was it just now, first of all, Billy wanted a slide, right? His preference sheet said he wants the slide out all the time. Well, Billy, they don't have a slide, man. That stinks. I feel bad for you that you really wanted a slide and you didn't get it. But was it more so that how Reagan presented it to him?
I think yes. The slides and customs, which is a hilarious sentence. Cindy explains that to him. That was great. And then the jet skis, because Reagan suggests those weird bob things you ride on.
Yeah.
In like where it's like a boogie board, but it's like motorized. And Billy's not about that.
Those things look fun, by the way.
Yeah. Billy's not about that. He wants to be on a wave runner. And when he suggests that, Reagan, like the look in her face was like, oh, I have to put those in the water now. And it looks really annoying to put those in the water. I'm not sure why. The way this boat's set up where you have to like drop it in from like the top of the boat.
Yeah. So I think Below Deck Legacy is so like the My Sienna, that one's got everything that thing's got, I think everything goes in the transom in the back.
Yeah.
So that's like kind of easy. And I think even last year in Below Deck Med, everything was in the back. This year, it seems like everything's in like a hole at the front of the boat, which is just going to be a huge pain in the ass for pretty much the entire season for the entire deck crew.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, it shouldn't be that hard to put the jet skis in the water. Now, I guess you do it before the guests come on, ideally, but then